Howdy. Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to give you some help if you are confused about the works cited. Thought maybe I could help talk you through it a little more. So, on your works cited page, you are going to start, if you want to, find out your authors of all of your resources, and then make a list of them. If you have multiple authors for one article, list those, on one line, but alphabetize them first. So, Anderson, Glick, Petroff. All right, because then you'll know you'll start with Anderson. Okay, after you have all of them listed, source 1, source 2, source 3, source 4, whatever, then look at them and say, all right, which one starts with the first letter? And the Anderson one, we're going to put that one at the top because we don't have any other sources whose authors start with A. Now some of you are like, wait a minute, one of my sources doesn't have any authors listed because it was off a website. Okay, then you instead use the title of the article. All right? So you're going to set those up alphabetically. Okay? All right, another important thing that you need to know is that if your citation for your works cited page goes longer than one line when you're typing it, then that second line and third line, or however long it is, anything past the first line needs to be indented. So you start off with all of your sources on that left-hand margin. If they run beyond one line, then you have to indent line 2, line 3, whatever. Okay? Once you're done with that source and you move on to the next source, that goes back to the margin. Okay? All right, you see that example there? All right. Okay, another thing about your works cited page. Notice, here's an example. Take a quick look. I'll show you again in a second. Works cited is the only line on this page that is centered. Everything else starts at the margin and then, of course, gets indented if it's longer than one line. Also notice, here it is again, there is no additional line in between works cited and my first source. There is no additional space there. Just like there's no additional space between source number 1 and source number 2. No additional space between source number 2 and source number 3, etc. Books and articles are different, and so you need to make sure that yours look the way they are supposed to. There is a sheet that I have that talks about books versus articles when it comes to a works cited page. So you're going to want to take a look at that, because if you notice on there, some things are in italics and some things are not. So make sure that if I have mine in italics, you have yours in italics. Use an author if an author is given. If it's not given, use the title of the article. All right? That helps. Toodles.